Good day. So our assigned topic was all about design thinking. So here's the reporters. I see Chloe B. Tamalia, Cybel Telioro, Noria Usop, and Mr. Gavin Merth.
So, what is design thinking? Design thinking is a mindset and an approach to learning, collaboration, and problem solving. It is a structured framework for identifying challenges, gathering information, generating potential solutions, refining ideas, and testing solutions. Design thinking allows us to believe in ourselves that we can make a difference and brings out our creative and innovative potentials that transforms difficult challenges into opportunities for design. There are four characteristics of design thinking process. First is the human-centered. It starts from having a deep compassion and understanding of people's needs. Second one is the collaborative. Solving problems is a lot easier and faster with several wise minds. It benefits from various perspectives and insights. And the third one, the optimistic. It is an approach that believes in our potential to create a positive
And the last
change
one
in
is
our lives, no
experimental.
matter what problems
It is an
or
activity that
difficulties
gives
could be
rooms
hindering
for
for
task.
mistakes
It
and
holds
failures
on the
because
primary
from them,
idea that
individuals
design
learn
thinking
and
is
become
worthy and
better.
enjoyable
It is
venture.
actually about learning by doing. Consequently, it is an approach that looks into new, better, and creative way of improving our way of life and finding solutions to the many problems of the society and people. So now, let's move on the design process or processes. So, what is design processes? It is a structure or an approach for developing and applying ideas. It has five phases that help people identify problems and develop creative and appropriate solutions to problems. The five phases include first, the discovery, the second one, the interpretation, the third one is ideation, fourth, experimentation, and the last one is evolution.
How, how to use design thinking as a teaching strategy. Before, before starting the design process, one should have a specific problem to address that will be called a design challenge. The challenge should be understandable and manageable, one that is not too big or too small, not too vague or too simple. Some considerations when identifying challenge are: list possible topics, frame the problem, keep it simple, watch out and goals, define measure of success, establish constraints, write a belief. A design challenge is a fundamental to every design process because it will drive the whole process from the start until the completion. Creating the how might we question address is very essential. The question should be broad and accommodate unexpected possibilities, yet narrow to let the team focus. Here are some example of challenge that might inspire you and the team. How might we engage students more deeply in reading? We will we will teach them specifically and infiltrate them to read so that they can know how to read. How might we design our classroom space to be student centered? So we must design our classroom more neat and manageable, and put some encouraging quotes so that the students will encourage to learn. How might we build a school-family partnership? Building a school-family partnership is a good idea. We can build this so that that our students will help each other and collaborate in any activities so that they will widen their knowledge. How might we support a more well-rested campus? Supporting the students in learning and treat them as our own children. In that way, we support a more well-rested campus. There are three there are three important components and aspects of the process. Number one is team. Design process is collaborative effort. Select those people whom you trust and can help you fulfill the goal of the project. Start start a small but invite variety. Choose people who have different insights and perspective. Delegate specific roles to them. Give room for both collaborative work and individual work. Sometimes team team members prefer to work alone so they can deliver best results. In the team, we must be more much effort and giving ideas and and collaborate each other. Number two is space. Choose a specific area where the team can meet regularly and work together. Uh, finding a place that are peaceful and no noise and and you cannot you cannot be bothered. Material Number three, materials. Prepare or ne- prepare the necessary materials and accessories for the project. Some of the common supplies include post-it notes, large post-it pads, flip charts, and and marks, adhesives, blank and colored papers, scissors, and digital video cameras. We must prepare all materials so that they can we cannot we can find we cannot so that we will not be having a hard time to find the missing materials.
There are five phases of the design process. The first phase is the discovery. During this stage, the individual or the team is open for new ideas and opportunities. The first stage has a sub-stages. These are understanding the challenge, preparing research, and gathering inspiration. Discovery builds a solid foundation for your ideas, creating meaningful solutions for students, parents, teacher, colleagues, and administrators begins with a deep understanding for their needs. Discovery means opening up to new opportunities and getting inspired to create new ideas. These stages are directed towards understanding and defining potential problem for solution by asking what is it. The requisite foundation for other design stages is the ability to generate informed and empathetic work during this stage. After completing your discovery activities, you'll be asked to interpret your observation. The second phase of the design process is the interpretation. During this stage, ideas are transformed into meaningful insights. The team finds meaning into every idea and make them actionable. It involves filtering and sorting of ideas until a clear direction for design is envisioned. This stage has three sub-stages. These are telling stories, searching for meaning, and framing opportunities. This is perhaps the most challenging part of the design thinking process. As the interpretation, this will require you to synthesize your observation about your users from the first stage in the design thinking process, which is called the discovery. Finding significance in your inspiration is how you develop creative chances in this stage. It entails presenting stories as well as sifting and compressing ideas until you've come up with a convincing point of view and a clear path for the third phase.
Ideation. It means the process of generating ideas. More ideas are formed as the team brainstorms. Good preparation with a clear set of rules encourage successful brainstorming. This is the part of ideas thinking that process ideas. It is also the clear the rules for something to be more successful. They have two parts of ideation, which is generating ideas and refining ideas. Generating ideas, it is the act of forming ideas. It is a creating process that encompasses the generation, development, and communication of new thoughts and concepts, which become the basis of your innovation strategy. Then the other one is refining ideas. It is an improvement of idea. It is thus involve radical change, but is about making small change which is improve the idea in some way. This might be be done by modification of the composition. And number 2, experimentation. Experimentation, it is the stage of making idea come to life by creating prototypes. The ideas become tangible. They are shared with other people. Suggestions from others are encouraged to improve and refine the prototypes. From this part, it is ideas that creating prototypes. It is become tangible. Also, will be sharing with others people to know them, skills, or to improve them making ideas. And they have two parts of experimentation, which is the making prototypes and getting feedback. Making prototypes, it is a replica of a product which is used as an early model to test your product and get feedback from stakeholders before they can invest in your idea. And other one is getting feedback. This is very important to know each feedback, and it is hear and accept that the other person has a particular opinion. Then number 3, evolution. This is ideas evolve and improve over time. This stage allows envisioning the future and planning the next steps and communicating with people who can help the fulfillment of the project. So from this part that I very like, because this is changing or better from past. This is the part of the way to think, how that way to communicating others people in a way a good, and to actualize every project. Then we have the two parts of evolution, which is tracking learnings and moving forward. Tracking learning is activity offers by every people, which is the opportunity to find your e-learning course and gain invaluable insight, and moving forward to advance in position or progress. That's all.